Hey guys, BoHD here, and there's this all new operating system floating around. People are just now starting to talk about it, and it's called Android Wear. Have you heard about it? Basically, it's an all new operating system designed specifically for wearable tech devices, most notably for smartwatches like the Gear Live and LG G Watch. And so since this is such a new OS, I want to give you guys my top 5 favorite Android Wear features, starting with voice search. So as you all know, Google has a pretty kick-ass voice search function that is available on phones, tablets, and Chrome computers, and now in wearable tech devices running Android Wear. On most devices, you simply tap the microphone button and you can start saying stuff to search for, or you can even say commands like, "Okay Google, remind me to blah." It's super useful and it's one of the best voice apps around. Well, what's cool is that this voice search function by Google that I just mentioned is basically at the core of Android Wear. All you have to do with an Android Wear powered device is simply lift up your arm and you can start searching by saying, "Okay Google." And if you want to reply to text messages, all you have to do is simply say, "Reply." I mean, voice search just makes sense with wearable tech devices, which is why it came in as the first feature worth talking about. Another feature of Android Wear that just makes sense is the integration Android Wear has with Google Now. For example, if you are traveling abroad, Google Now will automatically pull up all your flight or train information so you can easily view it. And it will automatically show you the reminders that you've set along with many other things. But what's cool is that Google Now is a fundamental core feature of Android Wear. All that info I mentioned usually shows up on your phone or tablet, but now it will show up on your smartwatch, meaning you'll get all sorts of great info just by glancing down at your wrist. So you can imagine it's super convenient and very useful. Now, one feature of Android Wear that will only get better in time has to do with all the apps. I mean, as of now, Android Wear is in its infancy stage, so there's not a whole lot of apps. But there are new apps being made every day for Android Wear. But with that said, there's still a handful of very useful apps out there already, such as Google Maps, Google Hangouts, Google Keep, along with several non-Google apps like fitness tracking apps, music apps, and flying apps like American Airlines and Fly Delta. The possibilities are really endless with what these developers can do with these wearable devices. I mean, we're just now starting to see wearable tech devices take off, and so for that reason alone, I'm just really excited to see Android Wear apps continue to grow and multiply. But if you take a look back at Android Wear as a whole for these last two features, we'll see that Google has really designed this OS to be very versatile, specifically in the hardware department. Now, as of making this video, there are only 2 wearable tech devices running Android Wear, that being the Galaxy Gear Live and the LG G Watch, both of which feature squarish cube-like displays. The other highly anticipated smartwatch coming out in the coming months is the Moto 360 smartwatch, which features a round, first-of-its-class display, which is most like what an actual watch looks like. But the versatility is present in that Google has made Android Wear compatible with 2 types of displays. I mean, whether you want a square watch or a round watch, you'll have the options to choose from, which I don't know about you, but having options is always a good thing. Now, the other design element of Android Wear that really stands out to me is how accessible it is. Like I mentioned earlier, you can simply hold up your watch to start using the voice search functions, and you can easily get Google Now cards to show up with all sorts of useful information. But Google designed the OS to be as simple as possible, as it consists almost entirely of cards that you swipe through. Your main home screen is a watch face because after all, smartwatches are still watches after all. But from there you can swipe down to view all your active alerts and apps. And then if you want to take action and view your command options, you simply swipe to the left, and basically that's what makes up Android Wear, a very simple to navigate operating system with Google at its core. Now, I'm really excited to get my hands on Android Wear, but I want to know what your thoughts are. Are you guys going to get an Android Wear powered device, or are you going to hold off for now? Let me know what your thoughts are by leaving me a comment right down below. And if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, which is also right down here. And so with that said, that's going to about do it for this video, guys. If you want to take a look at my review of the LG G3, you can do so right here. Or you can take a look at my unboxing of the MacBook Pro if you're sick of Google and want to take a look at something else. But as always, guys, I'm BoHD from How To and More. Thanks for watching.